Joel Wendt here, philosopher extraordinaire. You know, I don't know what history is going to say about me. Don't really care. But I do waste my time thinking about things, and maybe I'll think about something useful. Anyway, I got to pause this for a minute because I forgot to make my sign. Okay, here's the thing. This is my new thing. I'm going to do rants on what I call real politics. And today's subject is same-sex marriage. Now, it should be understood that there's a context to the stuff that I do. And so occasionally I might mention that at the beginning of these rants. If you're goofy enough or lucky enough to find your way into one of them, I wrote a book that explains it all. The Art of God, an Actual Theory of Everything. Don't think too many physicists are going to like it, but I thought it might be interesting if I took the religious question and instead of having it be in opposition to the scientific question, I put it inside science as a theory and see where we go with that. I also did a bunch of other stuff, but I mean, 330 pages, something like that. Now, before you go nuts and think, oh my God, I don't have time to read all that, that's one of the reasons I'm making these videos. And the other thing is that if you find your way to my bookstore, you can download this to your Kindle or whatever as an ebook for free. Isn't that wonderful? You're so lucky. Okay, same-sex marriage. You know, in the last few days, apparently, in the political contest between Mitt Romney, yes, and Obama. Obama and Romney are running for President of the United States. And I think if everybody had their wish, neither one of them would be running and it would be someone better. But that's not what we got in the United States of America, and in the world right now we got these two characters. And between their political operatives and all the rest of that, they pretty much have got us right now in this particular moment engaged in a discussion about same-sex marriage. Now you read the articles on it, and for example, it appears that there's been a slight change in public opinion, which used to be more against same-sex marriage, and now it's about half. And I don't know what to tell you about why that changes. We could ask, what is the value of public opinion? Which is a good question. If we do ask that question, we have to keep in mind that pollsters have a lot of power in how they phrase a question. So poll data has to be looked at with a few pounds of salt. Not just a grain of salt, a few pounds of salt. Then there's another question we can ask is, does it really make a difference in society whether or not people of the same sex get married according to the laws? It's pretty clear that even though a whole group of people think it's immoral for same-sex people to get together, there's no bad effect on society in general that doesn't already exist with regard to the question of gayness and lesbianness and all that stuff. The cat's out of the bag. The milk's been spilt. So the question is, what do you do afterwards? Well, people are going to do what they want to do, and of course politicians are going to pump it up, make it big, oh, horror, horror, horror. And the Republicans, of course, have got it in their head that they can win an election by making us feel bad about each other. And the Democrats aren't far behind because at the very least they want to make us feel bad about the Republicans. So basically what goes on in our politics as a sort of a main characteristic is that the leadership wants us to feel bad. They want us to come towards our voting and the rest of the stuff we do as citizens, that is if we bother to be citizens, which is a whole other question, on the basis of fear of the other person. Whatever he is, we should fear him. Now, I don't think that's healthy. And the only people who can do anything about that is you. The electorate, or the citizen, or whatever you want to call yourself. You either get into not liking other people and making all your decisions based on not liking them, or you don't. Now, if by chance one of the ideas you have is that we can have a better social life, we can have a better political life, we can have something that's not so disastrous and crazy as this coming election is going to be, and of course has been for a couple of years now. The only people that can do anything about that is the citizen. We have to demand something from our government and from our politicians. And they haven't got it yet. They don't understand. They think that they can run into the situation and go, oh my God, get scared about this, that, and this and that, and this and that. And by the way, vote for me and give me a lot of power over your life. If you buy that, I think maybe you're not paying attention very well. What the American people need, and it's something that's needed all over the world, is for the ordinary people to have more power. Not for there to be more power for the Democrats or more power for the Republicans, but for what ordinary people think and want to have more power. And of course we just had an election in Europe, in Greece and in France, with what result? The people wanted more power and they showed it. So tighten your belt. Get ready for the ride. It's not about same-sex marriage. It's about people having power instead of governments.